We have DMK senior leader and organization secretary of the party, TK Solankar, with us. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. So it seems that the parliament is going to be stormed today as one nation, one election. It's going to be tabled. So why is DMK opposing it?
That will take away the powers of the states. What will happen if the bill comes? What is one nation, one election? All elections will be conducted along with parliament elections. Suppose this government is known for toppling opposition party governments. Everybody knows. What happened in Karnataka and what happened in Madhya Pradesh, the whole world knows. They dissolve the government. They will wait for before 6 months election should be held. If this bill comes, they will have to wait until the parliament election comes. Which means for 4 years, these people will be running the state through the governor. The state's powers will be taken away by the BJP.
Well, doesn't the bill claim that once such a thing occurs, they can actually conduct elections, but it will be only for the definite term until the next Lok Sabha elections comes over?
That is, how can they do that? States are equally empowered, the constitution says that states election should be held in 5 years, once in 5 years, and the term is for 5 years, like the government of India. How can they reduce the term of the state? They cannot do. That is against constitution.
They also claim that the only reason one nation, one election is being brought in is to make sure that not too much time or manpower is spent on elections consecutively. The central government is not talking about toppling of any governments as such, but why is DMK saying so?
They will ultimately do. We have seen, that is what I quoted Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh. When Congress came to power, they purchased some MLAs, toppled the government, and they came to power. Fortunately, they had people to support them. If nobody is supporting them, they could not have formed a government there in both the states. 5 years, they will be running the state. I'll tell you one thing. In 1996, there was a parliament election. Deva Gowda was the prime minister. Within 2 years, that government was toppled. In 1998, there was another election. Vajpayee came to power. Then Jayalalitha pulled the government down. In 1999, there was a third parliament election. So between 96 and 99, there were 3 parliament elections. Will this government dissolve all the assemblies during all the 3 parliament elections and conduct elections? Even now, if Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar withdraw support, this government will fall. Will they dissolve all the assemblies, even including that was held in Maharashtra recently, 3 months back, and Jharkhand, and conduct elections? Is it not waste of manpower? Is it not waste of money? What do they mean? But the state, the constitution has given many rights to the states. There is a list called union list, state list, and concurrent list. So the states have a list of programs empowered, given to them by the constitution, which they can alone pass legislation and perform in those departments. So they are equally powerful like the government of India, the union government. Then why should they say that states are different? Why should they put states into trouble? Their idea is to conduct election, dissolve all assemblies which is run by the opposition parties, and rule through the governor. What happened in Kashmir?
You're saying it's only for bringing in the governor's rule or the president's rule?
Yes. What happened in Kashmir? The BJP withdrew support to the ruling party there. Farooq Abdullah extended his support to that ruling party, sent a letter to the governor through fax. What the governor said? The fax machine was corrupt, so we could not get that letter, and he dissolved the assembly. It is the most funniest thing which can happen in any democracy, and these jokers can only do this. Nobody else who has faith in democracy can do that.
So you're calling this
the governor should have called Farooq Abdullah and asked him whether he is supporting the new government. But he didn't do that. He said the fax machine was under repair, so I could not get the fax message. So this government today, the Union of India is run by a bunch of jokers. They will do anything. Their aim is autocracy. Modi wants to become a Hitler. That is why all these things are coming up. India was never a single country until 1947. There were many kings, many rulers. And in the promise that every language and culture will be preserved in India, and the pride of unity in diversity, these people want to lose that. They don't want unity in diversity. That is the pride of India. The whole world looks at India because of its unity in diversity.
One nation, one election will damage that? How do you say that?
Definitely, they will dissolve. What they say, not only one nation, one election, one language, one ration card, everything one. If they bring one nation, one election, they will do that everything, only Hindi is our official language. Only Hinduism is the religion of the country. They will do everything.
So now BJP does not have absolute majority. That's what the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said.
Yes.
So in case if this is being tabled, how is DMK?
They
going to
cannot
get-
pass. This needs a constitutional amendment. It needs 2/3 of majority of the total members. They don't have that. But we don't know what BJP will do. They will send out all the opposition parties and run the parliament. They are of that time. They are against democracy. In every event, they have been showing that they are against democracy. That they will do anything.
So DMK is going to oppose one nation, one election.
Definitely will oppose. It is unconstitutional. It is autocratic. We will not accept it.
Right, so that's what DMK has to say. DMK calls one nation, one election as unconstitutional and anti-federal. Divya, Pramod Madhav, for today.